of Jesus. And I'll be reading from the NIV version because I want it to be very plain. So it starts out with, and Abraham said, "You have given me no children, so a servant in my household will be my heir." Then the word of the Lord came to him, "This man will not be your heir, but a son coming from your own body will be your heir." He took him outside and said, "Look up at the heavens and count the stars. If indeed you can count them." Then he said to him, "So shall your offspring be." And I'm going to stop right there for a minute because I want to make sure that you understand exactly what's being said right here. This is where God gave him his covenant of saying, "I will give you an heir of your own flesh and blood."
Amen.
And I looked up covenant, simply means an agreement, a contract. In God's case, a promise is his word, and we all know that his word will not return unto him void. Now at this time, Abraham is already, I'm just going to give you a background real quick, is already over the age of 75.
Yes.
So over the age of 75 and being promised that you will have a child of your own flesh and your own blood.
That's right.
When I read that, before I move forward, when I read that, I think just like Brother Avon told us, in the beginning when you start working out, how hopeful you are, and how I'm going to go every day, and I go every day, and after a week or two, it slow down to maybe twice a week, and the third week or so, a month later, I haven't been in a while, okay? I started out hopeful, but I haven't been in a while. You know, you get tired, you're undisciplined. So I'm going to skip over to 16 and start at 1. Now, Sarah, Abram's wife, had borne him no children, but she had an Egyptian maidservant named Hagar. So she said to Abram, "The Lord has kept me from having children. Go sleep with my maidservant. Perhaps I can build a family through her." Abraham agreed to what Sarai said. So after Abraham had been living in Canaan 10 years, Sarai, his wife, took her Egyptian maidservant Hagar and gave her to her husband to be his wife. He slept with Hagar and she conceived. When I first read that, I thought Sarai must be suffering from a faith problem. Because she was promised that she and her husband would conceive a son. But like Brother Avon said, in the beginning she was hopeful. So I learned looking at that, she doesn't have a faith problem. Because Proverbs 25 tells us that hope deferred maketh the heart sick.
Amen.
So she was hopeful at first. But as years went by, because it said they were there for 10 years. Now he was already 75 in the start, so now we're in our 80s. 10 years went by, her hope was diminishing. There's no way he's still going to give me a child and I'm getting older.
Come on.
Right. So then we do what we normally do when we can't see God moving. We take it upon ourselves. Well, maybe that's why he gave me a servant, so that I can get my family through her. Maybe that was his way of giving me that promise. Because now I can't see it on my own, so I have to come up with a way to get to what he said he was going to give me. Nowhere in there did he ask for my help. I took it upon myself to say, maybe he meant this way. But doing it her way, it tells us next that, yes, Hagar became pregnant, and now she despised her master. You gave your maidservant to your husband. Then she becomes pregnant, and now she no longer respects you. She don't hear from you. And the problem with it, why she's not hearing from you, is because you did what you weren't supposed to do. The Lord said, "I will give you," not you will do it. "I will give you your heir." She took it upon herself to say, "The Lord needed my help, and I provided this. Now I've made a mess in my home. Now I have an issue inside of my household because I thought I could do what the Lord said he was going to do for me." So when we stop messing and mingling in what God said he would give to us, then he can move forward. If I said I'm going to give you a husband, but you keep getting on dating apps trying to find him, There's no need for me to help you. You're helping yourself. So the minute that we stop mingling and stop messing, he can move.
Amen.
So then we watch. They done had the child, and Sarah is in her feelings, and God comes back and he says, I'm going to remind you of what I said.
Yeah.
So 17:4 says, as for me, this is my covenant with you. You will be the father of many nations. So then I skip over down to 17, and it says, Abraham fell face down. He laughed and said to him, will a son be born to a man 100 years old? Will Sarah bear a child of the age of 90? And Abraham said to God, if only Ishmael might live under your blessing. And God is saying to Abraham, Ishmael was your doing. I'm going to bless you through my doing. And my doing will come from Sarah, who is going to bore the son that I said I would deliver the promise through. I can't deliver the promise through what you thought you could do. I have to deliver it through what I said I can do.
Come on.
So here Sarah is laughing too, thinking, I'm past childbearing age.
Yeah.
There's no way he's going to give me a child. After all of this time, all of these years that I wanted one, he waits till I'm old and gray to give me what I've always wanted. But what she didn't know is it was a setup for her. I couldn't give them to you earlier because everybody would have thought it was a pregnancy as normal. I had to wait to a stage that I can tell them it was me. There's no way you could have been pregnant at this age if I hadn't had my hand in it.
Come on.
If I would have gave it to you earlier, they would have looked and thought it was pregnancy as normal, and it wasn't. So he had to wait till she got to a stage that nobody could no longer see her. This has got to be God. She's too old to have a baby. His stuff doesn't work. Her stuff doesn't work. If there's a baby coming, God had to have a play in it. Whenever he delivers what he wants to be done, he waits till the circumstances are impossible. He waits so that he has no other choice but to get the glory for it. He just wants us to stop taking things upon ourselves. Stop thinking that we can do his job. He's given us a new perception. He tells Sarah, yeah, you might be old, but come this time next year, you're going to have the son. The son that I promised. The one that will deliver to you many nations. You will be the mother of many kings. Your descendants forever will be blessed through my promise that I gave to you. So we have to take our hand out of what God is promising us and let him do his thing to get us to where we need to be. When I look back at Proverbs and it said, hope deferred maketh the heart sick, but the desire gives a tree life. So her hope was deferred when she thought this would never happen for me. But when he delivered his promise, like he said he would, her tree then had life. She was now blessed, and all of her seeds will be multiplied. He said, if you can count the stars, then so shall your seed be. Then I look at Joel 25, and it tells me, it gives me hope. Because now here goes Sarah at 99, or in her 90s, having her first child. And I'm thinking she won't live long enough to enjoy it. But God reminded me, I will restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten, the cankerworm and the caterpillar and the palmerworm, my great army which I sent among you. Which means not only did you wait, but I will give you life to enjoy it. You may have had to wait on that promise a little longer than you thought, but I will give you time to enjoy what I promised you would have in the first place. My God will not leave us void. Our expectations will not go unheard. He knows what we need. And he's just telling you, if you wait on me, I'll give it to you. You have to wait on me